Hi, this is Sean from Cycle News, and we're in our pretty new shop that we moved into last year. One of the first items that we wanted to have for the shop is the tools to properly change tires and balance them. So we have a Rabaconda tire changer for doing all of our off-road and ADV tires. They also make street bike tire changers now as well. Most of the time though, we, just like a lot of other people, going to take street bike tires probably to the shop, let them deal with changing them. They have a little bit better equipment and balancing them and all that. Especially with off-road and dual sport bikes, there's actually a huge benefit. Most people don't balance their tires for their off-road or dual sport bikes, but here's the big reason why you should. This wheel lock that's inside the rim is there to keep your tire from spinning on the rim. That thing though, if you think about that thing flinging around at 50 plus miles an hour, it's the reason you get all that wobble on the highway or in the dirt. And that thing's flinging up and down. So what you do is you offset it with weights on the other side. These slick little weights are pretty simple to use. Rabaconda now has their own tire balancer, which addresses this. You can do this at home pretty easy. It's $189, so it's a pretty reasonable price. It's gonna really improve your ride though for off-road and dual sport, because you're not gonna have that shaking on the highway. It's not good for your suspension to have, using 2 or 3 inches of travel at high velocity when that wheel's spinning. So this is something, like I said, you can do yourself. Some of the benefits of the Rabaconda static balancing tool is that it has this system here where you lock down with an Allen on each side. But then what's really slick is right here, you can use this to that final adjustment. You're not having to wrestle with the wheel while you're trying to tighten this thing down. Then these bearings that it rolls on, those are stainless steel bearings. A static balancer is basically allowing the wheel to just spin back and forth on its own. Low friction is necessary to make that really work properly. So these are really high quality bearings. They're gonna last forever. Another little cool feature from the Rabaconda system is the ability to use this wall mount. Now we went ahead and used it. We had a place that it fit really well. But you can also use it on a countertop. Another little feature, small little feature, but pretty cool. There's a little magnet here for the wrenches that you use. Now we're going to show you the process of actually balancing the wheel. They have a really, Rabaconda has a really detailed video actually on their YouTube channel and on their site, total of 6 minutes long. So that shows you just how simple this process actually is. I'm going to give you the quick rundown though. Once you've changed your tire, this was actually how I installed a brand new tire in Moose using the Rabaconda tire changer. Come over here to the stand. First step is to insert the rod in here. This is one of the slick little parts of the Rabaconda is this allows you to tighten this down, and then at the end you use the threaded part of it, so you don't have to try to wrestle this thing back and forth. You just use the threaded part here to lock it down on the spindle. And we throw it up here onto the stand. I actually went ahead and started off with a weight on there because I knew I needed to kind of offset where the rim lock is. But even with that extra one already on here, you can see it's basically that rim lock's going to fall to the bottom. That thing's when you look at how much weight there is in one of these things, you're basically trying to offset that as a starting point. Now even without a rim lock and everything, the tire's going to have a little bit of variances, and the wheels and all that stuff can have some variances. So there's some benefit even with like a ADV bike that does not have the rim lock in it. That's why pretty much every street bike tire gets balanced. You can see here, it's going to swing back and forth. That thing's still going to go to the bottom, even though I've already put one heavy weight directly across from it. So I'm going to throw another one of these on here, kind of in that same zone. These wheel weights have that screw in them that goes up against the spoke nipples. Again, I'm going to go ahead and spin it back, kind of knowing that the rim lock is my heavy spot. And you'll see it's going to still probably fall to the bottom, which it does. And we'll basically keep adding these. Whatever is opposite your low spot is where you're going to put the weight. With the rim lock, like I said, that's going to be your starting point. You can see that that's already fallen to the bottom. I already know pretty much I need to add at least one more. So I'm going to throw another one on here. Again, just pop it up on there. If it feels pretty secure, you can even just let it go without tightening down the set screw yet. But again, I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. Now you can see I've kind of maybe gone a little too far. You can see now that the brass weights are actually coming to the bottom rather than the rim lock. But I'm going to let it settle, see where it actually goes. It might keep spinning, which it is a little bit. But as you can see, this is a pretty easy process. You know, a really high quality stand that's going to make it pretty easy for you to do it on your own. You're going to have, you know, less fatigue on the trail. You're going to have less wear on your suspension. So you can see that's getting pretty darn close here. I'm going to probably get a little picky, and since that was the low spot, I'm going to go ahead and go up here, maybe put one of these really small weights on and just see if that even balances it more. And go ahead and just like let it, you kind of just spin in a couple different directions and let it, see if it's, you know, gonna really keep spinning. If it's kind of barely moving like this is now, then you can kind of see it's getting pretty darn close. Compared to what that thing was before, we could see how quickly it was swinging. You know, think about that at 50 miles an hour plus on a dirt road or you know, a highway. So this is definitely a must on an ADV bike, and this would allow you to do it yourself in your garage. But I would argue that this is something you should be doing on your off-road and dual sport bikes for sure as well. For pretty low investment, you can have this tool in your garage, be able to do it yourself, not have to go take it to the shop, so you can do, you know, your own maintenance whenever you want. So Rabaconda, like I said, they're known for the best tire tools in the business. They have many years. All the ISDE guys pretty much use their tire changing tools. Those guys can do them in like 3 minutes. For me, even with a moose in this tire, I was able to swap it out in about 10 minutes. Now I can balance my wheels in my garage myself as well. So Rabaconda is definitely one of your go-to companies for doing your own maintenance, and you can learn more at rabaconda.com.